Okay, so I was saying that we have two methods of doing this. I demonstrated on the first method in my first video before that technical inch. So let me just demonstrate the other method. So the other method is simple because we used it yesterday. It is all about using the data analytic toolbar here, using the data analytic toolbar. And then I remember also showing you people on how to enable this toolbar. It is very important because if you don't know how to enable, it means that you will not answer that question. And then assuming that maybe that was the only question you know, we assume that is the only question you know. Okay, so now, first of all, there is two methods of doing this one. We can either highlight our data. Because this is our data. You can just highlight. But I think the best way you can do is just you select the what? The function, that is the tool. And then this is what we had done before. So I will simply repeat. So we say that the Y range is always the what? Is the input Y range, which is definitely this one. You know, now the examiner will not tell you that that one is dependent and then this one is independent. The assumption is that you are already student who have knowledge about it. You can differentiate or you can identify the dependent and the independent variable for that case. So, and then X is what? Is the independent variable. I select it, and then assuming that I had more than one independent variable, I would have done the same. I would highlight all the independent variable under the input X range. And then this is 95% confidence interval. That is, you understand what it means by the statistics. And then now our output options. So in our output options, we have three options there. It is also very important for us, to understand or to just follow the instructions depending on what the examiner will tell you to do. They can tell you one, the results of your analysis should be in a different workbook. So what we mean by the different workbook, it means that it is not in this worksheet you are saying, which is in active window. If I select, like, for example, new workbook, it will open a different workbook, not the one I have my data. And then also new worksheet, it means that it will open another worksheet, not this one. But I wanted us so that it will be very easy for us to interpret, let our output to be in the same mode, to be in the same window, or to be in the same worksheet for that case. So now we need to add some more details. We need to have some more details apart from whatever we have highlighted there, and then the confidence intervals. If you can see down there, we have the residuals. And then you need also to have the knowledge about the same. What are the residuals, of which I don't think whether there is anybody gonna challenge munajuanga hizo ma errors nini, those are the residuals. So I will select the residuals maybe, and then also maybe residual plots, and then line this line. Yes.
We can't see.
Yes.
We can't see your window for the regression.
Okay. Stephen, is it visible now?
Yes, Mwalimu, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. So, and I think it is still okay. It is highlighted, so there is no need of just doing that. It is already highlighted. So the input Y range, I've selected the production cost. And then the input X range, I've selected the quantity produced. That is the independent variable in this data. And then now I've also enabled, it was inactive, the confidence intervals, because there is a question here which is asking include the lower and the upper boundaries at 95% and 95% confidence intervals. So we need to include, we need residuals, and then line plot, and then maybe this one. I'm really requesting you people, you will try as much as possible to get the more information about these things as you prepare yourself for the exam. Because it is all about you need to know the output. Microsoft Excel will give you the what? It will generate the results, but it is upon you, the student, to do what? To interpret. So residuals like the standard error and so forth and so forth. So, and then maybe even normal what? The probability if need be. But the reason why I said that if we use this method, we will be solving two questions at the same time. That is question number A and then question number C. This line fit plot, it is asked here. It is here. This is the question. Prepare a chart plotting prepare a chart plotting the predicted Y versus the actual Y from the regression function, determining determine the in A above, and then interpret your answer. Then interpret your answer. So once I click OK, all the results for we'll get the solution for this question, and then we'll get also solution for C. So what we'll be doing only is the one for B. So let me just proceed. Okay, the regression, it's already there. So I select the what? I'll select the output range. Output range should be in my workbook. It should be in the same worksheet, sorry, not workbook. And then I include this, I include the line plot, and then I include the normal probability. And then I click OK. You click OK. And then that is my results. That is my output. So it contain a lot of information, which also sometimes maybe you might not need it for now, but that is how it is. So you realize that it has generated your output. So it is upon you now to interpret the what? To interpret the output. It is upon you to do what? To interpret the output. To interpret the output, but that is actually our output. So we need now to do what? To solve our question. So let me, I can add more rows here. I right click and then I insert. And then the first solution is what? The first solution was we calculate the what? The first thing we were too hard to come up with a regression what? A regression equation. A regression equation which we say that y is equals to a plus what? Plus px. And then also we said that y represent the what? The total cost. Y represent the total cost. And then A represent the fixed cost. and then X. No, let's start with B, and then B represent, and then the B represent the variable cost. So if you at least have the formula, it will be very easy for you to calculate even the question number B. So variable cost. So, and then also we have the X, which is the what? Number of units, number of units. So this is something you already know. So it is just for what? For the emphasis or for the just the what? It is good at least we have the formula so that it will be guiding us through. So now the examiner was asking about what? It was asking about the, can you determine the variable cost? So the variable cost, let us determine the variable cost by unit. So the variable cost by unit. The variable cost by unit, in our formula, it means that it is what? In our formula, meaning that it is variable cost, it is B. Which for our case here, it is what? Variable cost. Variable cost is what? Is this X? That is our variable cost. So, and then we have also the what? We have the fixed cost. We have the fixed cost. We have the fixed cost, which we already have it. The fixed cost. Fixed cost is equals to what? Is equals to the intercept, which is this one. You remember when we were doing using another method, the other method, that is the function. We were simply doing it like this. So for this one, to calculate the variable cost by unit, we were using the what? We were using the slope. So slope. But you have to start with an equal sign because it is a function. So equal sign, and then slope, and then double click. And then we selected the values of what? Y's. Selected the values of Y's, which the Y's is our dependent variable for that case. And then comma. And then known X, known values for X, which is the independent variable. And then I close. And then I close. And then I close. And then I press enter. And then you realize that it is the same. It is the same. Whichever method you will use, you will get the same. And then also it is the same as this. It is the same as this. And then also for the fixed cost, this fixed cost I should assign, maybe in the formula, the fixed cost is what? Is A. Is A. And then now, if I need to use the function, I will just type the function intercept. Sorry. You have to start with the equal sign, and then intercept. And then I go to the word known-wise. It is still the same thing. It is known-wise. Known-wise is our dependent variable. It is what we are predicting. And then comma. And then now we select our predictor, which is the independent variable. That is the quantity produced. I also select it. Like that, as simple as that. And then I close the bracket. Then I close bracket and then I press enter. So if you press enter, definitely you will get the same answer like this one. So it is upon you to decide which method will you use. But I'm suggesting if we use this method, the method for the what? The method we use this one, you know, tutakuwa tunajibu 2 questions at the same time. But this one contain maybe a lot of information. So maybe if they will be only requesting for this, there is no need of running this. Because also this one tend to confuse you in one way or the other. But those are the 2 methods. It is upon you as a student to decide which method will you be using. It will be upon you to decide which method you will be using. Okay, so once we are okay with this, we are okay with this one. We already have the variable cost. So determine the variable cost by unit and the total variable cost using the regression analysis. So we had said that for us to calculate this question, for us to calculate the total variable cost, the total variable cost is that what we'll do is that we will so the total variable cost is one where what we do, we'll calculate it here. So the equal sign, and then this equal sign, we select the what? The variable cost, which is this one. And then we make sure that we lock. We make sure that we lock, or we press F4 for that case to lock it. And then times, and then times the what? Times the quantity produced, times the quantity produced, and then that is it. And then now we can do what? We can use the shortcut by highlighting everything here up to here, and then Control D, or any method you feel it is okay. Or we can as well double click here, or you can just autofill. You can just autofill like that. You can also autofill it like that, as simple as that. So that is the total variable cost. No. This variable cost for each. So for the total variable cost, we simply highlight, and then we do what? We auto sum. Sorry. We simply auto sum. I will highlight, and then once I've highlighted, I just click the auto sum, and then maybe I increase. So that is it. So these are the 2 questions they wanted, this one and this one. So the what? The variable cost is this, and then the total variable cost is this one. As simple as that, as simple as that. And then now you remember also, maybe if they need the total cost. So the total cost should be what? Should be the fixed cost, that is the intercept plus what? Plus the variable cost. So that is the total cost. Tulikuwa tumesema the total cost. The total cost. So is equals to this one plus this fixed cost. But the fixed cost, since it is it is constant, it does not change, I will lock. I will make it absolute. I will make that cell reference absolute, and then I'll press enter, and then I double click, and then that is it. So, and then auto sum, and then you will get it here. We were doing like that so that we don't know. Maybe this time 10 they will ask you about the same. So now I think we are done with that question number what? We are done with that question number A and C. So question number C, this one. So question number C, this should be the answer. This should be the answer. we have so I don't think whether I need this one. Only this is what I'm interested with. So this is the solution for question number what? For the question number C. For the question number C in that question. So for the question number C, this is the what? The solution. This is the solution. As seen, you can see there the normal y and then the predicted one. The normal y and then the predicted one. So the one for the blue is the y and then the predicted y is this one. So that is actually what they prepare the chart plotting the predicted y versus the actual from the regression analysis. So this one is the actual and then this one is the predicted. So at least we have the solution. So we have the solution for what? For question number A and then the question number C. So let us just do the what? The one for, we do the one for what? Bwana Ball, this one for the C, unaona nikirun the regression. Nikirun the regression, there is some options I selected. Let me just show you. So in the data, ukikuja kwa data analysis, ukikuja kwa analysis, so imetoka this it is because of this line plot. Hii line plot ndio nimeselect. So ilikuja automatically na the other output. So I didn't do anything else. It was just from directly from what? From the option. This option I've selected. It is from that option I selected. So maybe you can try from your side, and then if you have any challenge, but that is it. So now we need to go to the what? To the last question. We need to solve this question now. We need to solve the question number B. Estimate the total production cost if the following number of the units are produced. Estimate the total production cost of the what? Estimate the total production cost if the following numbers of the units are produced. So I wanted us, first of all, before we do that computation, which will definitely, we have to do it down here. So maybe I'll add more rows and then right click and then I insert so that I can create more space, so that I can create more space. So now let us say, like, for example, if our quantities, we have how many? 100,000. And then here we have 150,000. Okay, maybe I can introduce a comma sign so that at least it will be very clear for us to understand the meaning. And then also 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. So now let us come up with our formula here. Let us maybe put our formula here so that because we already have part of the what. So here it is y is equals to, okay, so y is equals to, Stephen, can you tell me the y, the value of the y, because we already have it? As we had said that the y is equals to the total cost. And then we have the y, we have the what? We have the a. A should be the fixed cost. A should be the fixed cost, which is this one. So the fixed cost should be 397, 377, and then 635, and then point T. Let me just say our Y is equals to, so this one should be represented by what? So it is this A, sorry, this is, okay, this is the A, that is the A. And then now, plus what? According to the formula, plus A, plus what? Okay, let me just do it here so that it will not bring some issues. Let me just use the what? Let me just use, so text what? Let me just use the text box. So I want you people to assist me. Y is equals to what? Can you tell me the number? Y, which is, for example, Y is A plus P and X. So A, we already have the value of the what? We have the value of the Y. That is the fixed cost, which is 3, 9, 7, 7, 6, 3, 5, and then 0.783, and then plus what? Plus the variable cost, plus the variable cost, which is what we already have with us here. That is what? That is the 95. That is the 95. 195 point what? 0.172, 168.97. So that is it. Now times what? Times the X. Times the X. So times the X. So if it is like that, it is very simple for you to compute. If we already have it like that, it will be very easy for you to solve this part B. So, and then maybe like that. So, and then I'll bring this formula down here. I need to use it here. So now, if we need to calculate, if we need to estimate the production cost, if the following number of units are produced, if 100,000, if the production, if the number of the units is 100,000, it is very simple. It is simply very simple. So the answer is equal sign, and then since we already have the what? We already have the fixed cost of which equal sign, and then takuja select the fixed cost, and then plus, we plus sign, and then we follow the bottom, say the brackets of division, multiplication, and subtraction. So that is why I'm starting with the bracket there. So, and then we multiply it by what? No, we say equal sign, and then is equals to what we already have it here. That is the variable cost, which we already have it here. So I selected the variable cost from there, times what? Times this one, times the units, times the units, and then I close the bracket, then I press enter, and then that is it. And then anybody, if you have any, if you build that, it is that is it. And then now since I've okay, so I need to log this one. This one does not change, and then also this one does not change. What only will change will be these units. So the first thing I will do is I will do what? I will log this. I'll press F4, And then definitely also I will lock this one. Then I press enter. Yes. So we need also to lock the this one. Press F4. Press F4, the same thing. And then now you press enter. Then you press enter. You press enter, students. You press enter. And then definitely now it will be still there is a problem. Still there is a problem. So let me just repeat it for the benefit of that. So the equal sign, and then we are using this formula. We are using this equation. We are using this equation. We are using the equation of which the equation is the equation. All of us, we understand it is y is equals to a plus b and then x at the same time. So the issue was about the cell referencing. And I've realized that also in my class, I have a very sharp students who understand more about those, the cell referencing. There is these things about the relative cell referencing and then absolute. If you still have a challenge in those relative, absolute, or mixed cell referencing, you will not be in a position to answer these questions. You will be having some challenges. You will be having some challenges. So now, Stephen, kindly you can unmute yourself and then can you just give me the instructions on how to go about, because I think by now you people you understand. Okay, equal sign, and then which cell can I select, Stephen? Hello.
Mwalimu,
Yes.
you select C33.
Or I select it? Or C33. Just tell me the what I'm supposed to select. So I will just go to that specific cell. Is it variable cost or the fixed cost?
Okay, let me check. So select the fixed costs.
Very good. Yes, and then should I leave it as relative or I make it absolute?
Yeah.
That's it.
No, leave it like that.
Okay. And then
Then you add.
and then plus,
into brackets.
and then I open the brackets because of the bottom mass.
Yeah. Then you select the variable costs.
I selected the variable cost. Very good. The variable cost.
Then you put the dollar signs.
And then I introduce the dollar sign, meaning that I should make it absolute by pressing what? F4. And then if at all your machine has issues with that, you just see use the what? The Fn plus the what? Plus the function F4.
Then you multiply the units.
And then multiplication is what? We use the asterisk. You multiply you multiply it by what? By the unit.
By the unit. Also, you make it absolute, the unit.
Yes.
Also make the unit absolute.
Steve, I should not make the unit absolute pause. Because
you can.
Drag in a change.
Yeah, it will change, Mwalimu.
Okay, so I just lock.
Yeah, just lock.
Okay, and then I press F4 and then I close the parentheses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that is Steven. And then now let me just use the shortcut. That is the control and then D. Unit should not be locked. Yeah, that was also my thinking. So the link, you know, the reason why we should not lock that thing, Stephen, it is because actually you need to understand about the cell referencing. So this one, unaona tunafaa tukidrag itakuwa inachukua the units ya 150, 200. Otherwise we would have done for each and every unit individually. So tutumie that formula directly. But now this one should be what? We should not lock it. We should not lock it. We should not lock it. So hebu nione ni nani ameandika hiyo maneno. Rosie ya hata wewe nataka ukuwe mwalimu. So wewe sasa ndio, you just unmute yourself and then can you tell me the formula? Equal sign. Steven amejaribu. Rosie, it is your time. Kindly, can you guide me on how to go about? It is all about whatever we are struggling here. It is not about the formulas. It is not about how to do it. It is not about to calculate anything. It is all about the self-referencing. And then self-referencing, it has nothing to do with the statistics. It has nothing to do with the management accounting. It has nothing to do with the what? It has a lot to do with Microsoft Excel. If you are not familiar with that, you will be having, utapoteza marks kwa kitu yenye iko rather obvious. Rosie, when
yes, mwalimu.
Uniambie tu, just tell me what I'm supposed to do. Equal sign.
I agree with Stephen, only the part of the units that
just tell me. Okay, Rosie, but just tell me. So you already have it with you. Just to niambie, mwalimu, after the equal sign, you know, I'm supposed to select the what? I'm supposed to select the fixed cost. And then so the only challenge in Stephen aku manage ni that one, Stephen, because you know that fixed cost, it is constant. It doesn't change at all. So anything which doesn't change, any cell which you expected that cell to appear in that cell address, we always make it absolute. So that was the only thing in Steve hatukuwa tumefanya. And then maybe I press F4. That is it. And then I blast, and then I open the bracket. I open the bracket because of the bottomless thing. And then under the bracket, I should select the what? The variable cost. Of which this variable cost also should be what? Should be locked. Should be locked. And then multiply by what? By this unit, which we don't have to do, which we don't have to lock. And then I press enter. And then now let us see. Wow, that is it. It is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Definitely, it is as simple as that, students. And I'm very happy because at least you, for now, I don't think whether we have any challenge with in application of the business and data analytics, especially to do in the what? In the MA, in management accounting. So once we are done with this, we'll go to the what? The FM. We'll apply the FM, of which we have already applied it, and then we realize that it was even the easiest. It was even the easiest. And then now, the another question, the third question, this team utachukua from Mr. CBA Juma, mwalimu wa FR, chukua moja hapo yenye umeelewa. So we have our own 3 questions. So the only thing you will be struggling maybe, of which I don't think whether you will be struggling, is the theory part of it. Okay, so I think that is it. I think that is it. Okay, I don't know what is the time. What is the time? What is the time? What is the time? Okay. So we still have something small remaining, out of these 12 marks. Out of these 12 marks you are supposed to bucket here. We still have something small, which is talking about the include lower and the upper boundaries at 95% confident intervals. Include the lower and the upper boundaries at 90% confident intervals. I don't think whether that one is a challenge. I don't know whether it is a challenge. I don't know whether it is a challenge. So what I will do with this, what I will do with this, because I know also the time is not on our side, and I don't want it to inconvenience you people. And today I'm really very impressed because of the attendance, because I can see it is 95% wameingia class. So there is somebody here. Mwalimu, my laptop does not enable data analysis. If I enable, it can assist. Yeah, that one is very simple. It is very simple. It is as simple as this. It is as simple as this. So I will leave this question, the remaining question, because of the time. I will leave the remaining question, and then I will consider it. We are done with the word. I will consider it. We have at least tried. I've done ile 30% ile yenye anasema walimu wanafaa wafanye. So for the management accounting, it is upon you now to take the responsibility. Mr. Ruto will not be doing the exam. It will be you people. So you make sure that you read, you internalize, you have so many other questions from different past papers, because as far as I'm concerned, I think we have done the 2 past papers, which is very okay. So only this is what I will be following up. This the upper and then the lower. Because this one kama hii yenye tumefanya, it was 12 marks. So the 6 marks is what I'm looking for. So you try to do it at your own time, so that our next lesson maybe on next by Thursday, we try to also redo the one for the FM, for the FM, and then also maybe I'll do something about the hard statistics, and then maybe we also do something small about the theoretical part of it, because all of you understand that we don't have much time. You will be doing your exam in less than a month. In less than a month. Sylvia. So I got the information. I'm not that in the WhatsApp group, but I got the information. You people, you complained very bitterly in the morning, of which it is your right anyway. You know the time is not on your side. You have all the rights to do that. So Sylvia, you have an issue in the recording for Thursday. You know, I had informed you people. You remember on that day when I was in school, the first class I started May 6:30, and then after like 30 minutes, I was called because of some technical things to do with the IT. So I didn't manage. So when I come back, I realized that that hiyo itakuwa blank. Unaona hiyo recording nika start. So now when vile nilikuwa ninatoka ndio nika realize. So I wanted at least I was not careful anyway, and then ndio nika delete ile kubwa ile yenye tulikuwa tumeanza, and then nikaacha ile ndogo. So and then that one nilikuwa nimewaambia I'm retrieving, and then I'm sending it. This one I will do it now, nimtumie Mr. Kimani. Hata hizo zingine ya the one for the what? The one for 21st somebody aliulizia, and then the one for the yesterday, the one I recorded yesterday. Maybe sure Kimani ametumana, because nimetumana hizo mbili. I will also do this and then nitumane hiyo recording. I know the recording. Rose, bado hajatumana? Bado hajatumana. I guess atatumana kesho. Si alikuwa amewambia atatuma kesho maybe. I guess atatumana kesho. Okay, Sylvia, I will do that. I will just do that. Now, please, complain sana, because it will also cost us kwa maneno ya kupita exam. So, anyway, it is within your right, but just be patient. Watch out to make sure that we sort out that issue tomorrow, Wednesday and for all. And then also your messages are very clear. You are saying that the best day we can do is we make sure that once we are done with the class, we share the recording immediately. We will try as much as possible to comply with that. We'll try to comply for that, because I think it is for your own benefit. So there is somebody who was asking something. You are asking about this data analytic bag. This one, you are asking about this, how to retrieve this. It is very simple. It is very simple. So this, what you do, like for example, this one of mine, make sure that kwa laptop yako umekuja add in. Bako bade this option of what? This option of this option of core. And then this one. So unaona laptop yako saizi vile unaniuliza, hii ukikuja kwa add-in ukiangalia these available functions, this analysis toolbar is not enabled. So how do we do that? You just enable it by clicking it like that, and then you just click OK. We can even include other functions for that case. So like that, and then immediately utaiona hivyo. Hebu ijaribu. Can you try?
Okay.
Hebu Sylvia, tusitoke class kama hiyo kitu itakuwa mzuri. Just try. Ni Sylvia ama ni nani? Ama ni Sylvia?
It's me, mwalimu. It's Rose.
It is Rose. Oh, hebu jaribu enable. By the way, Rose, laptop yako unatumia ni kani? Si yenye ulikuwa umekuja nayo class, the HP one? So what I was saying, so we'll be doing now, I will try as much as possible to what? To make sure that all the past papers, especially even that one for the scenario, I will try to do it. So if I call you people on Sundays, it is for your own good. It is for good of all of us. I will try to sacrifice because of that time. Because this Thursday and Friday and Saturday, things sometimes it is not enough. We can look for an extra time so that we can, and then this one, we do it interactively, like the way we have done now. We have realized that there is still challenge of this self-referencing. So you'll go back to the notes of the self-referencing. When do you want it? When are you required to log a cell? And then what is the meaning? What is the meaning of introducing the cells between the cell addresses and so forth and so forth? Rose, maybe you have my number. Because of the time, let us end our class there. I will share the what? I will share I will retrieve the one I had requested. I'll promise that one by tomorrow, all the recordings will be available. Sylvia Muko, I'll make sure that it is okay. But already the recording for yesterday, I've already sent it to Mr. Mwalimu Kimani. And then I've also sent the recording for the 21st. I don't know. It is Catherine alikuwa ameuliza about the same. And then the one for one variable data table, worry less about that one. So that one I will also retrieve it. Okay. Saturday, can we extend the class to Saturday? Can we extend? Can we be extending the class to 11 a.m.? Okay. Paul, that one it will not be possible because I have another class. I have another class by then. Okay. I have another class. So this Sunday is inconvenience or what? The Saturday is not. You people, you are not comfortable. But anyway, if we do this, once we are done with the class, we do the recording. I don't think whether kutakuwa na any issue. Okay, so let us stop there. And then let us try. And then also, I wanted you to show you something kidogo too, and then so that we end the class, I wanted to show you a certain video for the linear regression so that, and then I share the link so that, you can have more information. Anyway, I will just share the link. So let us not bother about sharing the video here. So otherwise, unless there is a question, we call it a day. We are okay with Sundays, just trying, just requiring to request if we can create some additional time. I will ball myself, I will, and then also you people also you comply if the CPA Juma request, because it is like it is two of us now. It is Mr. Juma and myself that will be tutakuwa tunahandle at the revision. So mwalimu request time, you musiseme, oh, we are not, that is not the time, we have the recording. Okay, so I will try maybe when I'll be done with the other classes, I will just request you. But for today, it is very impressive. I have seen 90% of the students have attended the class. Unlike last Sunday, it was only my two students, Stephen and Mr. Bernard, which was present, and then Sleepy, I guess. I think Sleepy also was there. Rose, Zikwa nimemuona. Okay, so we call it a day. Oh, thank you very much. Or there is a question. If there is no question, if you are okay, we call it a day. By the way, I have also another suggestion. So I'm the one extending, nasema tumemaliza and I'm giving on extending. Maybe we can look for even other days in a week when you are free, especially in the evening. We see if we can, but I think we are okay. We are okay. If tukimalizana na hii ya application of business, the BDA in MA, tufanye the word application of business and data analytics in FM, financial management, and then maybe now those two questions, and then tuelewe vizuri, and then tuchukua another two questions from FA na FR na maybe auditing. We are good to go. So thank you. That is the end of our lesson today. I'm so impressed, and then may God bless you. We meet on our next lesson. Thank you, and thank you very much.